How is everybody doing on this hump day, Wednesday, fine day? Hope everyone is doing well. I am purchasing a knife. So sorry about that. I was in the middle of that when I should have hit start on the stream. So that's why I was like 15, 20 seconds late. I apologize. How is everyone doing this morning? Good morning, Michael, Mr. Ed, Mr. Christopher, Mr. B. Shady. Hope you gentlemen are doing well. Mr. Paul. Ed, that's no good. You were tired yesterday, so you're tired again today, huh? Well, nothing wrong with working a good hard day's work every now and then. Of course, I wouldn't know anything about that, but I know you feel good afterwards after you get some rest. Feel like you've accomplished something. So, hope everybody is doing great, like I said. Let's see what we got here today. So last night, in my front pocket, I had my Kubey Knives Eclipse, which is a Panarin Designs knife. He seems to be very quick when people post his products and mention him to like the posts, which I like that about him. If I made some really cool designs like this, I would be proud of them too. And I'm not saying he's proud or overly proud. I'm just saying that he recognizes when people comment about his stuff. So that was cool this morning. I tagged him in a post on Instagram. Had that in the front pocket, M390 Integral. Got to give the back shot. You know how it is. You can't show an Integral without showing the back. And then in my back pocket, I had my Isotope Mini, which is another Integral. Couldn't decide what I wanted to carry, so I carried them both. And then in my back left pocket, I had my Vespa. I used the Vespa more than the other two. And something I've only carried the Isotope, I believe, one night. And one thing I remembered about it, I figured out about it, is it's got an absolute fabulous noise. It's got a very solid, clunky, I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully you can. Very solid sounding. I'm convinced Integrals kind of echo the sound out of the scales because they're solid. So they do make a little bit of a different sound a lot of times. That one has a great sound. And I've really decided that I really like the one side blade cutout like Vero does on this knife. It's for reverse flick only and it works perfect. So I don't know if I'm going to incorporate that into one of my knife designs eventually, but I may. It makes the show side look very clean. And it works great for reverse flicking. And this knife is just the perfect front flipper. It could have gone even with the scales, but with the jimping the way it is, it's very easy to front flip, even though it kind of doesn't look like it would be. So that's another design aspect that I saw on this knife last night. It doesn't stick out very far at all, but the jimping is so great that you just rub it a little bit and give it a little wrist, and it's good to go. And then of course the flipper tab being recessed like this and pushing it from the top gives you very good snappy action. So yeah, I really like that knife. So I did get a knife in the mail yesterday from UPS, and I need to get out some other knives to go with it, but it is over here. Got the little card that came with it. The card won't fit in the pouch, but it is a Brian Brown Knives Finch. We talked about it. I showed it. A lot of people don't like the Finch. Not my favorite knife, but it is the version I wanted. And it does kind of round out my Brian Brown collection, or start to. Cool little knife. I wish it was an integral. It is not. I've got it tuned absolutely the best it can be tuned. I worked on the lock bar for a good little while last night, and I've got it just to the point where it locks up without any lock rock, to help with the pressure on the blade so that it closes better. It's not drop shut, but it's one of those ones that after it works in, the way I've got it set up, it should work pretty good. But I wanted to see it next to my other ones, so let me find those. I still need to find a oh, you got the wrong milling pattern? That's no good. I hate to hear that. So where are my Brian Brown knives? I thought they were up here close to the front. Aha. There's one of them. There's another one. Here's the last one. I need to get a solid Raptor for the collection. But I like the one I've got. I don't like the holes, but I do like the texture. I wish it looked like that on both sides. Then I would be okay with it. I had a carbon fiber one too, but I sold it. Which milling pattern did you get, Christopher? I almost ordered one of the 154 CM Vortex XLs. Oh yeah, he told you to order the 154, yeah. I feel that. So I missed this yesterday, and it kind of made me mad. Morning, Matt. So some of these popped up yesterday, 5 of them actually. The Green Thorn had some of these laying around, I guess. But they're the S90V versions. And I was not able to grab one. I would have loved to be able to grab one. That is the Holt Knives. If you don't know what it is. Got the Russian style. I'm not sure what the Russian style is. Do you mean the Japanese style? Morning, TC. So yeah, I don't know where he found these 5 at, but he had 5 of them for 133 bucks. He called it the Ghost Folding Knife. It was on the Greenthorn store. It is no longer listed because he sold out of them pretty quickly. When you only got 5 of them, I see why. But I would have loved to grab one of the S90V versions. I've got the M390 version. Looks pretty clean. Is it a Spectre? I wasn't even paying it. Yeah, it is a Spectre, I guess. I guess the milling pattern threw me out. Threw me off. Oh yeah, the lengthwise. Yeah, you're right. It is a Spectre. Should have known by the blade grind, too, I guess. I was actually looking at my phone when I was talking about it, trying to finish this sale on Reddit. Kind of hard doing stuff live and dealing with your phone. I need to put it down. But yeah, 5 of them were sold last night before they sold out. I guess he found some laying on a shelf somewhere or something. I've not seen that milling pattern of the Spectre, I don't think. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm just off this morning, which is fine. Thought it was the Haptic. Yeah, that's a Japanese. I can't even spell it. Wow. Still can't spell it. It's what does the word actually mean? It means waves of the blue sea. I think that's the pattern you're talking about. You got the Sagaiha. 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 Yep, I had it right.
正解派
Sagaiha.
正解派
I think that's the pattern you got, though. That's the one I ordered. I've got enough of the other patterns, including in that OK Knives Shaman is the Tesseract. Swerve Mac 2 with perps. Let's go look at B Shady, see if he's got it posted today on his Instagram. I bet he does. No, he might not today. And we're not getting... Well, we're getting some knife feeds. I don't know what that is, but unfollow it. I'm not... Why am I following that? Alright. There we go. A little bit better. Not interested. There we go. Giveaway. Not interested. why some of these. I swear somebody is getting into my account. Because I don't want to follow this stuff. And how am I following that one? There's a few I don't know how I'm following. Alright, let's see if we can find B Shady. See what his oh, no, he hasn't done any posts in a while, huh? Wait, maybe you have. Those are pinned. I get it. There was yesterday's carry. Got some bangers, that's for sure. Trying to find the Mac in a picture. There it is. There's the Mac down there in the bottom left. Say Gaiha. I say it, but I'm afraid I said it right the first time, but I always think I'm gonna say it wrong. It's say guy, like SayGuyha. Say Gaiha. I do say it. I'm always afraid I'm gonna say it wrong, which I don't know why I'm worried, because I say lots of things wrong. Say Gaiha. How do you like that one, B Shady? Yeah, smash that like button, like William said. Good morning, Mr. William. By the way, good morning, Nick. Looks like you like it because you've been carrying it quite a bit. There's the Mac again. So, there it is. There's some dice and a slider. All right. So y'all remember where I talked about where we looked at those knives on eBay. Laser beam, yeah. What? 1,000? Yeah, we've looked up that knife before. In fact, wait. What am I doing? A Proudberry. Ah. Pre-order. We looked at the pre-order because you have don't you have you have the Hail Mary too, don't you? I don't know. You have a good day, Mr. William. I think you've got a Hail Mary too. Modest Mary. What is the good morning, Pete? Yeah, I think you've got a Hail Mary, if I remember right. So like I was saying, there were 4 Tucsons that we added to the cart. And we talked about the cheapest place to get them. So I ended up sending offers on all 4 last night. And 3 of them were from the 6-leaf seller. 6SL. And it was this one for $109. It was this one, except this one was blue when we looked at it on the screen. But I found a plain one for $135. And then this one for $119. And like I said, all 3 of these were from the 6SL seller. And I think that's why he accepted. Have a good day, Mr. Ed. Get some rest. So I'm thinking, I'm mad at myself because what I offered, he instantly accepted, which makes me think he might have gone lower. But I've made offers before to him, and so I kind of know his range. So I kind of think it's because I made an offer on all 3 of them, is why he accepted the offer. You have the Modest Mary, which is his drop point, Hail Mary, which is the Tonto, the Vanguard Mary, which is a sheep's foot, Bush Mary, Bushcraft model, and the Chickadee. Nice. We'll go back and look at those in just a second, Mr. B. Shady. So, what did I offer? So, on this one up here that was $109.99, I offered him $85. He accepted that offer. On this one that was $119.99, I offered $93. He accepted that offer. And on this one that was $135.99, I went ahead and offered $110, and he accepted that offer. So I got them all 3 for basically $300 with taxes and everything, which is not bad, I guess. I'm cool with it. But here are the 3 offers: 85, 110, and 93. So if any of you want one of these 3 knives, you might could try offering lower than that, but I don't know. Like I said, if it's because I offered on all 3 of them is why he accepted, because normally he won't go that low. I mean, this one was $25 off. This one was about $28 off, $27 off, and this one was $26 off. So about the same. You have the TS39. So the other one I put the offer on was that TS27. That was one of the older school. So there's the Hail Mary. Yeah, I like the prices on these. The Vanguard Mary seems a little high priced, isn't it? Maybe it's because it's Magna Cut. No, it's CTS XHP. It's what you just said. Yeah, those blades are sick, Shady. Now I want to see the bush. There's the Modest Mary. Bushcraft Mary one. It's not on his site. Anymore. You must have got it early. But yeah, the eBay, the TS. So, something cool came out of all this. So this is the other one I made an offer on. I believe I offered, I don't know what I offered on it. I don't remember. It's from a different seller. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, you found you a misdemeanor? That's cool, Shady. Yeah, this little finch, pretty good size. For people that like, little smaller knives. I just got it to go along with my other Brian Brown knives. I need to find me a Raptor though that's more plain. Sorry, I'm trying to talk. What was I gonna say? There's something else. Which version of the misdemeanor did you find, B Shady? Full dress? Oh, I wanted y'all to tell me what you thought of this crazy thing. See if I can get the stream over here correctly. Right here. Yeah, what do y'all think of this thing? Pretty wild color changes on that handle. Pretty wild how it goes from greens to blues to black. And of course, it would come up and it looks a lot like the one Mr. B Shady showed back on his Instagram. The Sun Tzu, Homer. Yeah, that knife was pretty wild though. I don't know what's up with the colors on it. I don't know how or why it's that one angle when it's down at that angle coming up right there is pretty wild. I can get it right there at it. When it tilts up like that, you can see them all kind of flash. Pretty crazy. Oh, there it is. I should have just looked. I wasn't even paying attention. It's a pretty knife. Got good lockup. There's the little finch. There's Ed's carry last night for 13 and a half hours. There's the eclipse. And there's me holding the finch. Pics sent to IG. Alrighty, let me try to bring that up without bringing up anything else in the chat because I don't know what might be in there. Aha. This is the one you bought. Very nice, very nice. Goes very nicely with the other one. I don't know what I was expecting you to send me another knife picture. Oh. That's what you're... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a little spaced this morning. Make sure I turn off the... Oh. Yeah, that's another good picture. Let me turn this back on. I didn't see that one. Got some pretty stuff going on, Mr. BC. So I just... Yeah, I'm confused, Pete. I guess he hasn't actually gotten that one yet, so I thought he was sending me a picture of the one he bought. That's why I was half confused. But evidently he doesn't have that one yet, so he can't take pictures of it. I gotta make sure to go off the browser whenever I go into my chats in different apps because I don't know if people have sent their info or what. I gotta be careful when I'm on stream. Oh yeah, so going back to about the 6-leaf seller on eBay. So I reached out to him after he accepted my offer and I asked him if he worked at the actual company that makes all the knives, and he does. And I'm hoping I can get us an inside track on whether Tucson and Six Leaf are actually in the same building or not. But he is currently getting with his boss to see how they want to handle maybe promoting their knives through my YouTube page. After chatting with him a little bit this morning, could possibly work something out where either they give me a super nice discounted rate on some new Tucsons and Six Leafs, or they just send me the new models they want to promote. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm mainly just doing it to try to get some intel. You know, I knew that seller was over there. Yeah, that's what I figured out, B Shady. I knew that seller was over there because they always ship from over there. And the shipping said, of course, Knife City. Yeah, B Shady, you're a few minutes behind on the live. That's why it's a little confusing too. So you might want to slide that slider to the right. So I'm going to type that in just so you'll know. All right. Something else. Oh, yeah. I wanted to show y'all, of course, a brand new in the box Sea Otter popped up on Knife Swap last night. Along with some other stuff. So this crystallized tie Devo Lush popped up. In Vanax. I know how you all are about your Devos. Everybody likes some Devo. Yeah, it kind of threw me off a little bit. I was totally confused, B Shady. It's all good. So what is the price? Only 50 of this version, $255 shipped. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet. I mean, I'm sure that's retail price. And then a Skiff Asylum popped up. It's getting the price dropped on it. It's $965. It is. I can't remember which one this. If the Asylum. Yeah. Okay. So it's the blue one. I should splurge and get it for my Christmas bonus. Has it already? Oh, it's already been sold. Never mind. Waited too late on that one. One of my grails. And then, let's see, what else? Yeah, brand new, unused Sea Otter. So he's charging the same price as they are, you know, on the website, but they stay sold out. I don't want to pay that much. And I looked at the knife and... Good morning, Waylon. It looks like a lot of other Laconicos, and I'm not even sure that I want to pay anywhere close to that much for it anymore. Got too many knives. I need to make some choices on ones I'm picking up because I want to get more of a certain designer versus what the price is. Because to be honest, I'm probably just as happy with that old guard as I would be with this sea otter. Are you feeling better, Waylon? Um, a bunch of other stuff popped up. Here's another. I'm not sure if Mini Prodigy. What is the? Okay, that one's carbon fiber. I think this guy has a style because I think it might look like the skiff made blades a little bit. No, it doesn't. I was wrong, as usual. But another Hilberg Norseman popped up on Chinese, and I went ahead and grabbed it. He had it listed for 150, and I got it for a lot less than that. I'm going to use it as a project knife. I'm going to mirror polish the blade on it and ano it bright color. I don't need a third one, but I got it anyway. Especially for the price that I got it for. Yeah, I really wish I would have been able to grab one of those 5. So this guy, the one that's with the FSD guy, he got the mini and had major issues with it. I try to tell people these knives, the reason I got rid of mine is because of the quality control of it. But his pin fell out on his, was not glued in properly. So that's a big deal. He's been calling these knives like clone of the year, and I don't agree from a QC standpoint. Yeah, so it was not good. Mine still haven't been delivered. I mean, my mini, I don't know where it's at, actually. Did Riot OEM the Lush V2? Good question, Pete. Evo Lush V2. OEM'd by Riot Knives. Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to talk about a new Devo Knives set of prototypes that came in. These are the Lush V2 prototypes from Riot Knives. So this is our first foray into using Riot Knives, and we're really excited about it. We're hoping we can offer extremely high quality knives and still keep the cost affordable.
Yeah, how did he get Riot for that price? That's pretty nice. I am not sure about that, Pete. I imagine. Let's see if Bing AI can tell us. Machine wise, knife drop time. weekly where's the AI Copilot? Let's see what Copilot says here. Yeah, I'm human. Machine Wise Knives drops weekly on Saturdays at 12 noon Mountain Standard Time. AI for the win. Since you're in Murfreesboro, it's 1 hour behind, so 1 p.m. Central on Saturdays. It's noon Mountain Standard Time, looks like. Yeah, the FSDI is nice, TC. Maybe those were from the week before, Pete. But not if you're staying on it on top of it like that. Then they probably did release them early. Now it makes me want to find my. Now I got to make a spot for this finch in here with the other brown knives. And I've got one missing up front, huh? Got a knife missing out of my Wii section. That's no good. Maybe it wasn't a Wii. Oh, you got a spreadsheet set up with the numbers and everything, huh? Aha, I can put the wear knives off to the side somewhere. What am I doing here? I'm putting up some knives, but man, I really do like wear stuff too. It goes nicely with all those others, especially with the Corvus. Alright, so now I need to get all my Brian Browns in the case together. So let me put this one up here. Move all my Knoll knives over. And my 5 Knoll knives and my 4 Brian Browns fill up a whole row in my case. Alright, I'm trying to get to another case. So let me put these up. I don't know what... I need to make a printout for the top of this case so I know where all my nice knives are. Alright. That case is out of the way. Yeah, I like Reich also. They do some pretty wild designs, that's for sure. As far as OEM, I'd say they're pretty good for doing wild stuff, that's for sure. And I think I've only got one Reich knife. What do I have? I've got some integral. Let me put these 2 integrals up while I'm sitting here putting knives up. Give me just half a second. Yeah, so I bought the one I had been looking for. It had been on my list for a while. I believe it's the 1807S, 1907S. This is the only Reich that I've got. I cannot remember. Let's see. 1508S, 1508A. Oh, I'm mixing up two different knife numbers. I think this is the 1508S. SA. I bead blasted this one. It came with a couple little marks on it, but I will agree it does have buttery action. I mean, it's just perfect hydraulic shut. So maybe I need to get some more to try them out. Christopher? Yeah, I'm super glad Sever got them to work with him. But yeah, the action on this thing is pretty sick. Let me see. I was wanting to look at I was wanting to touch the FSDI. I don't remember where I put it. I've got to get my cases under control as far as where stuff is. I used to know exactly where everything was. And it started to get kind of bad in that area. I've definitely got all my Shiros in one spot. They're up at the front. Oh. Wait a minute. I sent that to you, didn't I, Pete? Okay, TC, what do you got? The FSDI. I think I sent you the FSDI, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I don't even remember now. Yeah, that one looks okay, TC. Not a giant fan of it. I don't like that. I like the shape of it for sure, but I'm not a giant fan of that pattern. It looks a lot like what the guy, that Fun with Knives 23 guy does. Why is this box not going away? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, the liner lock version of the FSD, Pete. No wonder I can't grab it out of my case. Yeah, I knew Reich made the Annex. I've got one of those. I forgot. I guess I could check that out. Yeah, I like the knife itself, but not a huge fan of that pattern. It reminds me a lot of the guy Fun with Knives 23 does. I don't know how I'll find any of his posts. He usually puts some up for sale pretty often, but I've not seen him recently. I was trying to find one where I could show you kind of the same patterns he does. But I'm not seeing it. And that integral T6000 is pretty nice too. Pretty wild. I mean T600. I said 6000. I think I haven't seen him post in a minute. I wonder if he's taking time off for Christmas. All right. Fun with Knives 23. Yeah. Here we go. So he does a lot of those same looking patterns, or tries to, like the one right there. He uses one on the right there. It's kind of got, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but he does it on, and he does it with bright colors more than that one is. There's kind of one, I don't know, you can see what I'm talking about with that number 2 and number 6. Yeah, that one on the right there. I just don't really like those patterns too much, I guess. But yeah, beautiful knife. I'm sure it's a great price too. And I like that he included the original scales. Yeah, it's probably a good price. I mean, it's definitely a good price. Zerkatai. Yeah. Morning, Cliff. Yeah, I know, but the pattern's still the same a little bit. I just don't, it's not my thing. Sure, some people think it's gorgeous and nothing wrong with that. But that price is pretty dang good. Yeah, TC, you make me want to grab my FSDI, and I can't now. Now Pete gets to play with it. But yeah, so I guess I've got that right. And I've got I guess this is a Reich too, in actuality. And it's got really good action too. In fact, it makes me mad, but it's got better action than the Green Thorn one. It doesn't make me mad, but but it's definitely got better action than the. It's not hydraulic, but it's pretty close. And this one I have to shake pretty hard. Only because the detent was bad in this one, so I had to add more lock bar pressure. But this one doesn't want to close very easy. This one makes a great noise and closes easily. Yeah, I can't wait for Lemifshi to come out with his 2 versions of the FSD with the brown lock and the mini. They're supposed to be coming soon, but if they feel as good as that I did, they're going to be way better than the Jaful ones or the winter pudding ones or whatever. Yeah, winter pudding. So I guess I've got 2 Reich knives. I wish this Annex had better detent. This is the first knife that I've wanted to try to put a bigger detent ball in, or try to work on making the hole better so I could relieve some pressure from this lock bar. I don't know. Might just need to sell it and grab another one, see if I get lucky on the next one. It was definitely integral night in my pockets last night. Oh, Cliff, did you get that in? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, how do you like it? I got my buster right here. It's not the FG lock. I mean the Snex lock. And I think this is a bigger... I'm not sure if it's bigger than the new one or not, but I think so. I think this has got the full 4-inch blade. R.I.P. MF Doom. Yeah, I should have bought one of those a long time ago, Cliff. Like, I want one. I just wish they made different colors or better colors or different better colors. The ones to pick from right now are not my favorite, although I would pick, there's one I would take. Can't remember the actual one right now. What color did you get? This is still laying out because I don't know where to put it. Let's see here. Buster FG. What are the colors? I don't remember. Yeah, they got that weird. All right. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. I would get the blue one. Yeah, if the Wii Tyro didn't have holes in it, I would have gotten one of them too. So you got the all black one. I didn't know they made are you talking about the black and gold one? Yeah, I would have got a Tyro a long time ago. Oh, so I've conquered 2 of those knives so far that I said I needed. Um, I got the Elementum and the Pillar, but I still need the Wee Banter and the Baby Banter. And I decided I'm going to get the Wharncliffe. I'm going to try to find the Wharncliffe version of the Baby Banner. But that, being on the Civivi website made me think about it. I've got the red and white one, but I found one of these with the silver. I found one of these purple ones last night, and I'm working on grabbing it to put titanium handles on it. But I think I'm going to get the Wharncliffe version of it. And then as far as the Wii goes, the Tyro, if it didn't have those crazy holes in it, I would like it too. But I don't think they make the Wee Banter with that same blade shape. Oh, yes they do. So I need to find this blade shape in silver for my titanium handles. There it is. So I need one of those. And one of the Civivi. Whoops. One of the baby Banters. And then I'll throw together some nice, cool little titanium knives. So I need one of those and one of those to throw my new titanium scales on. But I did get the 5317 which is the pillar 3. What am I doing here? I'm at the wrong website is why. But I did get one of those. And that's a Jesper Vox Knives, so it'll look really good in titanium. It'll look like that. And it'll be super comfortable. That's the one I'm most excited about to be in titanium. And then the Elementum liner lock. Well, anyway, I got that one taken care of. And I got just a regular blade. Like, I got that, basically that knife, but it'll be titanium. It's kind of cool getting a knife that they don't make in titanium and getting nice handles for it. Morning, Mitchell. Y'all smash that like button if you haven't. Please, sirs. Your package is delayed. I love seeing stuff like that on my phone. Oh yeah, I had a knife go all the way back to like 4 states away. USPS is really doing their thing right now. I guess the holiday sucks for them. All right, what else y'all want to talk about this morning? I got to find a home for this knife. It needs to go in my Tucson 6-leaf case, but it's full. So what do I do now? Pull out my 5. Oh, let me tell you what's going on with that, William. I did talk to him. And I don't know if y'all know, there's a whole situation going on right now with Migron, which is the OEM of that knife. But they lost their website. Their website is down. So they had to redo it. And now it's M. Migron. He's got it pointed back. Something went wrong with the website, but it's back up. But what Mr. Heldorado said was this. So Migron hit him with the last minute delay. he's hoping he gets them before Christmas, but he doesn't think so. He's got all the Cochise stickers and stuff in mailers ready to go. He's just waiting on them to show up. And he doesn't have a tracking number or anything. So he's just at the mercy of shipping right now. He doesn't even have a tracking number from Sam. But he's got everything boxed up and ready to send out. He's just waiting on them to show up. I'm about to ask him if he's got any news. I told him I had people asking me, and I told him I didn't want to bother him because I know he's got 1,000 people asking him. Yeah, it was supposed to be a couple of weeks away at Thanksgiving, and that's what he was told. But, you know, he's kind of at mercy of them sending them from China. He's sending me a blue largemouth too whenever he sends that. All right. What else to talk about today? That'll be neat getting some new Tucsons in. It's been a while since I've gotten a new Tucson. And I think more companies need to do milled blades because it can't be that expensive to run it through a CNC cycle. I'm going to put up this case and see if I got any room in my Tucson 6-leaf case. I think it is full now. But I've only got 5 6-leaf knives. So, yep, it is completely full. Since this is 6-leaf, I need to go ahead and pull all my 6-leafs out. Put them somewhere else because I got those 4 new Tucsons coming. So those are all the 6-leafs I've got. Oh, wait, one more. And then there's the first Tucson in the very back. Love that knife. That's a cool looking knife too. I like the looks of that one. All right, so I need to leave these 6-leafs out and put them somewhere else. This one is not easy to reverse flick off of that little. You ordered a bison? That's awesome. Little double detent knife. Double detent knives are fun when you can get them dialed in with the right pressure. I thought it was funny that you posted on Instagram asking what that knife was. You didn't even remember that you ordered it from me. That you bought it from me. I said ordered like I'm some kind of factory. This is one of my weird Tucsons. And I'm not sure what I think about that wavy blade. Milling Tucson's got their milling work down though. Yeah, that's a weird one. These all stay in the back. Oh yeah, forgot about this one too. I think that's the last Tucson I bought. The one that looks like the, well, I mean, it doesn't look like the Strix, but this one's super cool though. I love that blade round. It's a very comfortable knife. Menopause, yeah. It's a thing. Mr. William, let me put these 6-leafs off to the side, and I'll just end today by going through some Tucsons since we talked about them. This one's pretty cool too, this 6-leaf. It's got great action. I guess if I can't get them off the screen, we'll leave them just barely on the screen. That's a big boy right there. But yeah, I guess that's the last Tucson I got. Oh, there's the one I did in that high voltage green. It looks, man, this knife looks really good now. That's a Panarin Designs too. The guy I talked about earlier. And this is that mortise and tenon one that doesn't have any screws to hold it together. That's a super cool knife too. That's a big boy. Then I got all my, and they do some of the best lightning anno of anybody. Here's two my sister gave me, and she annoed both of these. My sister gave me this one that she anodized, and she gave me this one that she did a blurple on. Yeah. Thank you, sis, for both of those. By the way, hope you're feeling better if you do see this video. She also gave me this one, which is super cool. It's got titanium on one side, and it's got a milled G Carta. No, it's probably G10, I guess. But the milling on it feels really good. I kept all three of those together because she gave them. Vespa does make one. It's a pretty wild. I don't remember. All right, let me put these back up. We'll go look at something else before we end this off. Since William's bringing up something, we might as well go look at it. I love that green color though. That high voltage green. That's a mean little knife too. Good deal, Shady. This is a super cool little Tucson front flipper. A little chode of a knife. All right, put these back up. William, to be honest with you, buddy, the best version of the Combat Trudon clone for the money is that High Finder. So if I was going to tell you to get one, I would tell you to go to this store, P-Sun. This is the Zero Blade Play. But the High Finder Combat Trudon is an awesome knife. I've got a blue one. Let me see if they got it here. Let's see. No, they used to. All right. What am I doing here? Why can't I find it? That is not it. Why am I not? Okay. All right. Not seeing it. Yeah, I don't think it's on this site. I don't know what that hunt. Let me see. Hold on. I'll find the exact one that I would suggest you get. You just half a second to get logged into my AliExpress account. Ow! Elbow. All right. My orders. Okay. Dang it. I knew if I logged in with one of my accounts, it would be in the other one. Give me just a second. Almost there. Getting close. Just kidding. Wow, it's not showing up under either one of them. Huh. It's got to be under one of them. What in the world is going on here? Well, Mr. William, here, let me show you. Here, hold on. Where are my OTFs? They're right here. I don't know why I can't find the knife I'm looking for. But these High Finders are the best ones for the money that you can possibly get. And why am I not seeing the right shape? Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'll find them in just a second. But here they are. So this is one of them. And they are super nice, and they got 5 different colors and 5 different blade shapes. I got this one, but this is the High Finder, and it is super good quality. Very strong firing, great everything. And I don't know why I'm unable to find. All right, let's go find it. I don't give up. Y'all know I don't give up. It must not be on that. All right, right here. That's the expensive one. That's not it. There we go. Here it is. If I would suggest you get one for the money, get this one right here. Get that one right there, because you can get any of these colors. So they got these 4 colors and those 4 blade types, and you can get any one you want. And they're all awesome. Very high quality for the money. For $70, you cannot beat that. And it is not on the PSUN site or whatever that. It's on this site, this store. But there's the link to it. The version I got is the blue one, but they have there's the version I got that I just showed you on the table. So that's the Gen 2. So if you want a Gen 3, then let's see. There's a bunch of the Gen 3. Oh, that's the micro. Trying to, let's see. Let's find the Vespa Gen 3. Wonder if I need to put a space. So there's the Zero Blade Play ones. The Vespa store is on China High-End EDC. And they're kind of pricey. Including an $800 version. But if you want the best of the best, this is it right here. But if you want the best for the money, it's this one that I showed you. And if you want the Zero Blade Play, it's this one, but it's smaller. And let me show you the difference in size. So there's the Combat Trudon, and there's the Ultratech. And the Gen 2s have the big glass breaker, and the Gen 3s have the little one. But there are some other there are some Combat Trudon Gen 3s for around, and I don't know how good they are. And I'm trying to find the full size one. So I guess they got these red ones. with D2 steel. Let me give you a link to that red one with D2 steel. I don't know how you are with red, but I got these red ones with D2 steel. That's the small one again. Let's see. Why do they all say, oh, here, why do they all say micro? Trying to find the full size ones. That one says micro too. Oh, maybe it's because it's micro tech. Duh. My God. I'm slow sometimes. Good morning, Cat Scratch. So these are the full size ones. So here you go. Here's some black and silver ones. If you want to get a cheap one though, just get one of these. I can't guarantee the quality. I know the High Finder ones. Let's see. High Finder Gen 3. Here we go. There's 4 different colors. And a bunch of different blade styles. So there's some links for you, William. I got all kinds of blade shapes, and you'll have to ask them about the blade shape. You have to ask for pictures. But they'll have everything. Just send them a message and ask them to send you the color you want and the blade and the different blade shapes. I don't think High Finder has made a Gen 3 one yet. These are all going to be basically the same quality. I wouldn't trust them. They'll probably break. High Finder are the only ones that are somewhat budget, that work, that are very reliable and very good build quality. Morning, Robin. This one fires great, though. Yeah, the Glycon are pretty cool. I had one of those. I got rid of it. I didn't have a good one. They sell a ton of those too. Yeah, good morning, Robin, again, by the way. Man, it's so much harder to press the Combat Trudon than the Ultratech. But these High Finders are very nice. I can't wait till they make a Gen 3. I'm definitely going to grab one. I swear the tolerances on this thing are better than probably Microtech. Super good tolerances and very good parts. The button is even smoother. It's not as rough as everything about it is great. They use the same hardware, same markings. They have, yeah, anyway. Knife finders are nice. All right. Tomorrow we are going to drill out some pivots. If you don't have a two-son knife, I don't know what you're waiting on. Because you can't get a better titanium knife for the value. Oh, that's a 6-leaf too. That one needs to go off somewhere else. But as far as big titanium knives with M390, you really can't beat them. A lot of mine are M390s. And to get one of those, get an M390 knife for less than $100, this big, that's D2. And then their Lightning Anno, I'd put them against anybody. That one's a super cool knife. I wish it wasn't carbon fiber on that side, but man, what a cool knife. A Dromos? Nope, I don't have one. This is a Rye Designs. But man, check out their Lightning Anno. Like, it is so bright. They get these knives polished up so good before they do the Anno. I don't know if you can tell how bright that Anno is, but I'm telling you, man, their machinery for getting their Annos done is on point. Like, even their high voltage greens are super bright and shiny. They got, you know, some different styles. Yeah, zip. And they even have some button locks. But even that gold one that is super shiny. I mean, it's mirror polished. You can see the reflection of the ceiling fan and camera. Yeah, their Lightning Anno ain't no joke. I would love to see some of these knives before they're anodized, how bright they get the polish on them. This was the first one I bought that was nice in M390. And it's the same way, mirror polished. Great job, though. Even this bright purple one. M390. But I got this knife for like $80. Like, I mean, where are they doing that at? Besides Tucson. I don't know. Here's another one of their mirror polished gold ones. You can see the reflection. There's the camera. But yeah, you can't beat the price. To get these on auction for $70 or $80, like under $100 for M390 and this much milling and beauty. Good action too. I don't carry. This is one of my favorites. I love the milling pattern on this one. I don't know if you can see all those lines and concentric circles around the pivot, but I love this one. This one is the TS269 in M390. It's one of my favorites. One of their button locks. Super cool knife. I've had a few of these. I anodized a few and sold them. But anyway, guys. Yeah, I get a lot of plain Jane ones too, B Shady. I started out getting the Lightning Anno ones, and I've moved to just plain Jane now. So all these newer ones are all plain Jane. And I got a few carbon fiber ones before I realized I didn't like carbon fiber. My sister turned me on to Two Sons. She was a Two Son. She gave me some Two Sons, and that's what made me buy some. I didn't know anything about them really until she turned me on to them. So I'm glad she did, because I'm a fan now. So I've got 6 spots in here for more Two Sons, and I've got six leaves right now. So I guess I'm going to put the 6 leaves back for now till I get those Two Sons in, and then I'll figure out what to do with the case. But I'm hoping to work out a deal with Two Son and 6 leaf where they send me some knives to review. That'd be cool. Whoops, forgot 1 6 leaf. So, this one still doesn't have a home. Oh well. I guess I'm gonna start winding this one down, guys. I'm getting hungry. I got to go to the post office. Got to get some more stuff done today. Glad I got my Finch. I got to send off my other Kamano that I sold. This is mine that I'm keeping. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow we will do some mod stuff. Y'all ever seen these little wireless 10 key things? Somebody left this in a room at the hotel, and it sat there for a little while. So since it did have the dongle in it, I went ahead and brought it home. I don't really need one, but I'm really good at 10 key. And these are pretty cool to add on if your keyboard doesn't have a 10 key, because you can put it wherever you want to do really fast numbers. Pretty cool little add-ons. I'm a big nerd, so, you know, is what it is. And I cannot suggest highly enough, if you need any good studio monitor earbuds, K-Bear makes the best ones for the money. These are the Z5N Pros, but they got some Pro 2 now, but they're K-Bear, and they're wired earbuds with the little plugs. But anyway, K-Bear, check them out if you want some good wired earbuds. I'm an audiophile, so I've got to have studio quality sounding stuff. All right. Well, sirs, I appreciate y'all being here today. Yeah, I've got some really nice studio headphones, over the ear headphones. For my studio setup over here. Got some really nice mics too. I've got a blue mic that's really nice, and I've got a Electro Voice RE20, which is what all Howard Stern uses, what all kinds of people that do spoken stuff use. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a peaceful day. It is Wednesday. Week's halfway over. Mr. Whalen, have a good day, sir. Glad you're feeling a little better. William, Robin, B. Shady, Cat Scratch, Mitchell. Appreciate y'all hanging in till the end. Cliff, thank you, sir. TC, if you're still back there somewhere. I don't think so, William, but who knows? It might be. 3i Atlas, third interstellar object. Yep, everybody have a hump day. Hump on something. Anyway, guys, love y'all. Have a great